Hey, it's Kurt Thompson here on a beautiful early Sunday evening. St. Patty's Day. Hey, I got green on. That's just coincidental, isn't it? Happy St. Patty's Day to everybody. March 17th, 2019, Sunday. Almost coming up here on sunset. And, if you look at my channel, you'll see that from time to time lately, I've been adding more lower type of tests and benchmarks because let's just face it, most of you can't play high, right? Yeah, sorry about that, but you just can't. Doesn't mean you don't have the ability, because you do have the ability, but you can't. And so I'm including some of these lower tests and quizzes just to see where you fall in on the spectrum. So here's another one I just thought of. Uh, I got on some kind of blog the other day, just stumbled on it, and they were talking about the infamous pedal C. Yeah, there we go. See, it pops right out of my horn. I didn't even do the test note. So they were saying that, yeah, people could hold out higher notes for, a long time, but they can't hold out, someone would be very surprised if you could hold out a pedal C more than 3 or 4 seconds. And like most people that don't know what they're talking about, and most people that actually can't practice what they preach, of course, this is one of these individuals. I'm looking at this person, I'm saying, if he actually would go through my 16-week course, most of what he and other people that are in agreement are talking about would just totally fly out the window, and they would have to change their tune. So, because he lacks embouchure strength, he lacks the ability of compression, and he lacks proper technique. So, just ridiculous. But anyway, so if you go through my channel, every now and then I'm coming up with these different barometers and tests for the state of your embouchure strength or weakness, and it involves not playing high. So you can't play high, right? I'm looking at you. You can't really play that high, right? So you can still test yourself and find out the reason why. And almost always, you're going to find out it's because you lack embouchure strength. That's the main reason. It has nothing to do with your breathing. For people that are weak and people that can't play that high, breathing comes into play, of course, the compression. But let's just call the elephant in the room what it is. You have a very weak embouchure. You don't have the strength. Let's just not sugarcoat it with breathing and mouthpieces and horns and everything else. So here's a quiz for you, and I think that you're gonna dig it. So I guess the mainstream thought is you can't really hold out a pedal C for very long because it requires a very wide aperture, and you just wouldn't be able to hold it out that long. So I'm gonna start my countdown on my little phone here around 20 seconds, and I don't think I can go 20, but my goal is to go around at least 10 seconds. So we'll start it counting down, and we'll just see how long I can go on a pedal C. So actually, let me raise it up to 22, because probably have to start it, and I'll have to start it, and then I'll get it over here so you guys can see it while I play the note. Now keep in mind, when we play the pedal C, you can't cheat and use another valve combination if you really want the legitimate pedal C. If you do 1, 2, and 3, well, if as soon as you do that, it throws the hard pedal tone up into tier 1, which makes it quite a lot easier pedal to get, and that's actually cheating. So you can't use the valves to cheat your way into this particular quiz. You got to leave the horn open. So the way I would do it is I would say play your tester note, which would be the low C. And the reason I'm holding my horn like this is so you can see that I'm not cheating. It's going to open. The air is going through the longest part of the horn. Actually, not the longest part of the horn. It's just going through with no valves. I guess that would be the shortest, wouldn't it? If you had it in the valves, then now you got all the tubing, so that would be the longest. But now we're going to the shortest part of the horn, but it happens to be the hardest way for the pedal C. So this is just for trumpet players, and you can't play high. Yeah, I feel sorry for you on that one. But if you got my course, you would be able to play high. But let's just say you can't play high, and you still want to test out the reasons why. So here's one of the reasons why you can't play high. It's actually the main reason I just alluded to about a minute ago. You're weak. You don't have strong chops. You have a weakened embouchure. It hasn't been developed properly. You haven't gone through the process. And you can find out why by just simply doing this test. You don't need to have a double G for this test. So I got it on 22, and let's just see. There we go. I'll put it right down there. I'll take a big breath. and let's just see if I can hold it. I'd like to get 10 seconds if I could. Here we go. So I'm going to take a breath. We'll start it. Oh, of course it's screwed up. Hold it one more time. 22, come on, baby. 22, that's on 23. Let's see if we can get it to start. Now it's on, come on, it was on 1 minute and 29. There's no way I'm going to go for a minute on this one. So let me get it back up to where it should be. There we go. Let's just see if it'll start. There we go. That's my test note. Oh, hey! I'm gonna have to go back and check this out. Okay, I was thinking I'd probably get 10 seconds. I don't think I got 20. I started on 22. And by the way, maybe it's because I got my helper here, Colleen. She's helping me out here. She's one of Maynard's buddies. So maybe she gave me the inspiration to do it. So, okay. So as I alluded to at the beginning of this tutorial and demonstration, I've been putting up, on purpose, this isn't accidental, I've been putting up these little different quizzes and tests that you can do because you just don't have the chops, but you're thinking of something else. You're thinking that you don't have the right mouthpiece. You're thinking that you don't have an expensive horn. You're thinking that you don't have the right teacher. Actually, that would be probably part of it. You probably don't have the right teacher if you got a weekend embouchure. So that would be part of it. But you're thinking a lot of other things, you know, that you just didn't have the natural talent. That, I don't know, you don't go to a big enough high school with good players. And so that hasn't kind of trickled down to you. You just think a lot of reasons, and these are all rationalizations. But I already said it at the beginning, you know, kind of as Donald Trump Frank to you, right? You know, you have a weak embouchure, and I'm sorry for you. I'm only sorry because you haven't taken my course. If you take my course, then, you know, maybe you probably wouldn't even be watching this tutorial because you'd have a very strong embouchure and you'd have some decent high notes. But here's a test that you can try right now. Get out your horn, just whip it out, play the low C. Make sure you are not putting any vowels down. And see how long you can hold the pedal C. Pedal C is kind of identifiable with the upper register. It takes about the same kind of technique, similar compression, not exactly, it's a different kind of compression, but there are some things going on there compression-wise, a lot of strength, just like you would from high C and above. So can you hold it out more than a second? In fact, can you even get the pedal C, folks? Maybe I'm talking way over your head. Maybe you're going on the horn and you're doing this. So if you're doing that, you got a lot of work to do. It's you got a lot more work to do than the other people I'm talking about who have a weak embouchure. So you have other things to do to get to where these other people that have weak chops are. So you still have work to do to get to that. I'm talking about the people that can actually play a pedal C loud with no valves. Now this is I don't know if you heard, but that was a loud pedal C. So I did. That's definitely a forte pedal C. What's the difference? Here's a fortissimo pedal C. And a typical pedal C for most people that have a weaker embouchure, if they can get it. It just kind of wavers around. So take this test, and if you can't get it, you don't need to sugarcoat it and tell yourself lies. You have a weak embouchure. It's not because of talent. It's not because of your mouthpiece. It's not because of anything but the fact that you have a weakened embouchure and you either haven't thought about studying with somebody who actually has the process of helping others get stronger, or you have thought about it, but you don't want to spend the money and you want to keep doing things on the cheap, and you want to keep watching videos here on YouTube or Instagram or wherever, thinking it somehow might trickle down to you through osmosis through the screen. And if you watch enough of these videos, that you're going to develop the kind of strength that I do and my students have. Nothing could be further from the truth. You can sit here and watch my channel all year long, and if you actually don't take action to get involved and be proactive and start learning from somebody directly, not just through these YouTube videos, you're still a year later, you could be watching this video, you're still going to have the same problems. You actually have to open up your wallet and pay, just like I did when I was younger. I had to pay through the nose, and I took a lot of lessons and I did a lot of studying. You're going to have to do the same thing. So don't expect to sit in front of Instagram or YouTube or Facebook videos and think that you're going to pick up your horn and do this. Look, that was right on the money, wasn't it? No, you're not going to do that after just watching YouTube videos. You're going to have to spend some time and hard work, and you're going to have to open up that wallet and give it to somebody who can show you the ropes. And I think you know who we're talking about, right? Go to my site. I got a new website I'm developing. It's under construction, but exciting new things are happening there. It won't be complete until probably the end of the summer. I'm very excited about the look of it. And anyway, I got some pretty cool samples there. It's trumpetsizzle.com, of course, but it's being hosted on a new platform. We're building it, and I'm pretty excited about it. Try this test, and if you can play it as long as I did, then why not record it and put it up on YouTube? Send me. I'd be glad to see if you could do that. I didn't even think I could do it more than about 8, 9, 10 seconds. So maybe, who knows, maybe you're able to do that. And if you do, then you already have a strong embouchure. So, and if that's the case, then I doubt that we'd be talking right now, right? I'll catch you in the next one. And well, I think you bored. You kind of bored. Colleen's bored. She's just not interested in you anymore. So, well, you weren't able to captivate her attention. Hopefully, I was able to captivate your attention, and you're going to go try this test right now. Over and